Hello YouTube, this is Call of Duty 4-Man 221. I'm going to unpause the replay. This was 2-on-1. I'm the Julia Romans and my opponents, Noob of War and Ogster are the Gauls. So they had 15k each and I had 30k because it was just me. So as you can see, I started off by trying to hit this battering ram with my artillery. It hit all around their guys, but I was just hoping to destroy it so they couldn't really do anything. And then this guy is he's new to the game, so he didn't really attack too well in the beginning. But I think this guy is actually pretty good. This guy really spammed archers on me. And I only have one archer auxiliary unit because it's like 30k or whatever, and they're not really effective. And just look at my guys just get wrecked like that. They release like 2 or 3 volleys and they're just dropping like freaking flies. So on my artillery target, battering ram a little bit, you can see a couple naked fanatics on the ground dead. And they're not completely naked, which is good. So they're starting to break down the gate, which I think actually got damaged because my artillery like hit the wall here. So I think it helped them there. Still no real movement from this guy, Noob of War. Put my men in testudo formation because they have superior archers on both sides of the fort. I have more men. I have 9 legions on this side of the fort because they have 3 battering rams on this side, and on this side they only have 1. So they're just breaking down the gateway, and I can just bottleneck them up there. That's where you trap all their troops in a little spot. And they just broke down the gate. So I got my giant cavalry blob right here, ready to rear charge when I get the chance. But I mean, this archer barrage was just like devastating. There's all these guys and just shooting at us. It's like I took a men out of testudo because I thought they were gonna charge. Down there, we're throwing our P-left, the naked fanatics. I guess he was trying to withdraw the battering ram to break down another section of the wall, but he never really did. And as you can see, there's my archers resting in peace on the ground. And now I tried to get my artillery out of the range of their archers, so I brought it forward up, but they're just getting shot really bad. I was targeting fire at Gauls. I only got like 1 hit right here. Killed a couple barbarian cavalry. So the main focus for the first part of this video would probably be not this side, but the other side, because that's where all the action was. This is where all my focus was on this side. So I do this like double pronged attack. I bring my cavalry out, and then I brought my cavalry around, attacking the archers, trying to neutralize that threat to me. And what's pretty cool about Forester Warband is they have these little spears they draw out once they go into combat or whatever. It's kind of cool because Roman archers only get these little daggers and these guys get spears. And then I realized that they're sending in all their cavalry, so I try to run back into the fort. And my legions are kind of blocking the way. So this unit that's in the back kind of sucks to be them. They're about to get massacred. So I'm like, run into the fort, and they're not doing it. We're being shot at by arrows, which is ridiculous. So this is kind of like a temporary withdrawal right now. Just getting into the fort. Still getting shot at by arrows. As you can see, my little artillery crew of 4 guys still operating this artillery. Now, my other opponent, Noob of War, just broke down the thing. He knows you gotta make more than 1 hole in the wall. So he's making a hole there and a hole there, and for some reason he just like stops here. I don't know why. So I'm gonna start withdrawing my cavalry out right here. And there are a couple dead bodies around. That's just because they were being shot by arrows. This is a map I made. It's called Italian Alps. There's a tutorial how to make maps on Rome Total War on YouTube. It's a pretty nice map. Just like this is the exact same map as the last 2 vs 2 fort battle. think that's kind of cool. Look at that little smokestack there. Back to the action. I'm telling my troops to go into guard mode because I do not need them coming out. We want to defend the fort, not attack. As I bring my cavalry out, they're still being peppered by arrows. Now, my opponent puts his cavalry over here to protect his flank or whatever, but I have far superior cavalry, and I have more of them, so it's not going to really help. And this is what a bottleneck is. It's where like the men are in combat, but they're not really moving and attacking. Like only a couple guys get in and they just die. Like so. But well, what the thing is that his archers are behind his main line, which makes them easy prey for my cavalry. And that one unit that got stuck out there, they're just guarding the flag or whatever. All I had was one urban cohort, and it could just like bottleneck this tons of troops. And he stopped breaking down the wall here. He's trying to weaken my troops with archer fire. This is the famous Testudo formation. It's like an iron turtle. You can see how it looks. It really stops arrows. So if you're going against a horse archer faction or something, recommend being the Romans. They got Testudo formation to stop arrows from coming in. They're like charge, but they're not really moving anywhere. So my opponent was really focused on the gate, so he didn't see my cavalry sneaking around. And look at that land; it just goes down. But that's not the point. So I'm leaving my cavalry around the back, pretty stealthily. He doesn't really see anything until I hit these archers there. Still, on the other side, my opponent's just making little moves. Sending in 1 or 2 units. My urbans can chop them down. Noobs during the end commented one of the reasons I won was because I had great tactical sense, and that I had twice as much money as them. But I said that they had 2,800 soldiers when I had about 1,300, and that's kind of how it is. If you outnumber the person, they get more money. So what he's doing here is he's attacking with his cavalry force, thinking I'll run away again, but I'm like, nope, we got more men. And yeah, so we're just gonna slaughter these guys here. It's a slaughter fest. There goes their general. And yeah, so they're dying. They just all routed. Sending my troops in to kill their archers. This is kind of the turning point in this part of the battle over here. Look at all. If you in Rome Total War, there's little flags up there. I mean, they have upgrades on them. So I think the maximum flags you can have are 9, and that means you're fully upgraded on everything. So he sent this naked fanatic group right here to try to attack my cavalry, but there's only 80 of them, and they just started routing. We just chopped them down. So right now it's just it's almost like we're just trying to kill the archers that retreat, because like one of them had like 76 men. And then they come back and they keep attacking you. This cavalry unit is recovered from routing, and he's gonna use them to launch attack. But I'm watching that cavalry unit. And there it is, and I'm gonna peel off this unit and tell him to attack. And he died. So right now I'm just leaving this one Roman unit to hunt down these last archers, and I'm pulling the rest of my troops back to the center, because if you look right here, he's got all these troops just waiting to die. It's just calling for a cavalry strike. He uses archers like point blank right here, shooting into my guys, but I can't really go into Testudo formation because then his infantry will charge in or something. I was just keeping my men back in a line like this so they could kind of come into the fort a little bit, so I could crush them. So once I'm sure that none of these archers will come back, because there's like 8 out of 80 men, I'm gonna attack the rear here. Let's go to the side of the map really quickly. I was not watching this side at all. I never knew that he sent all these cavalry in and was just killing the crap out of my guys. But they actually did survive, and as you can see, it's kind of like a slaughter right there. Main focus was on this side. His troops are kind of finally getting into the fort. He just told them all attack, And look at this. Watch this. Look at those flags. All white. They just all started routing. I can tell you that very few of them got back from this. There goes 6 guys. It was just a massacre. Right here, my opponent went, wow. I can't believe that happened. Now he has one last unit of Forster Warband. I'm going to send this unit. This is like my cavalry unit that's exhausted. And I'm going to peel them off and just attack. I don't need all my cavalry chasing after that because I'm going to need to put these guys critical over here to destroy my other opponent. So I'm just going to rest them right here. And so I